This is your election bureau. Hello and welcome to the Citi Prime News. We're coming to you live from our studios at number 11, Dr. Martin Loop in Adabraka, Accra. My name is Ajuatin Kramadom, and coming up this afternoon, Ghana Federation of Labour demands resignation of Lands and Natural Resources Minister Samuel Abdullahi Jinapor for describing calls for a state of emergency on Galamsey as draconian.
In fact, the minister must resign for making that statement because clearly it appears that he doesn't really understand the issue and is not fit to occupy that position with that kind of thinking cap.
Also coming up, tax analysts raise alarm over increasing tax evasion from illegal miners as Chartered Institute of Taxation joins professional bodies in demanding for immediate action on Galamsey.
The illegality of the operations does not exempt them from taxes. Go after those people, and by going after those people, and even if you arrest them, make sure you assess them to tax.
Still in the bulletin, 7 more presidential hopefuls expected to file nomination to contest in December presidential polls. We'll bring you updates on that and later. Aggrieved customers of Men's Gold petition President Akufo-Addo overlocked their funds as they demand the appointment of a receiver to facilitate payment of their money 6 months after Men's Gold was shut down. We have details of these and more stories coming your way in the next 30 minutes. Remember, the news is live around the globe on citinewsroom.com. Across the country, we're live on a number of affiliate stations. In the Western region, this is Premier 100.5 FM in Takoradi, Beach 105.5 FM in Takoradi. In the Bunu region, this is Green at 95.9 FM in Sunyani. In the Ashanti region, Orange 107.9 FM in Kumasi. If you're listening to us from the Volta region, this is Holy 98.5 FM in Aplao. In the Northern region, this is Dasuma 99.1 FM in Yendi. In Upper East, tune into Word 88.3 FM in Zwarungu. And in the Upper West region, this is Bugli Radio 88.6 FM in Wa. Stay for details.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connects you to the newsmakers.
Grateful for your company this afternoon. Let's begin on illegal mining. And the Deputy Secretary General of the Ghana Federation of Labour, Kenneth Kumsin, has called for Lands and Natural Resources Minister Samuel Abdullahi Jinapor to resign. This follows Mr. Jinapor's dismissal of calls to declare a state of emergency on small-scale mining, characterizing it as draconian. Now, speaking at a media interaction in Accra, the last minister said Ghana's laws on illegal mining will be fully enforced. Let's first hear from the minister, and then we'll bring you the reaction from the Federation of Labour.
The comments and interventions of TUC, UTAC, professional bodies, unions, journalists, and Ghanaians are not to be dismissed. That's why I think we should begin from. We should listen to them. And those are views that they have analyzed and put forward. And I intend to engage various professional bodies, including TUCs. And I believe through that, we may be able to polish our policy and our approach in dealing with this matter. And we will do so. Now, forest reserves, small-scale mining is not permitted in forest reserves. So the question about illegal small-scale mining in forest reserves, I think it is more about having the right mechanism to prevent such illegalities in our forest reserves. The law doesn't permit small-scale mining in forest reserves. The law only permits large-scale mining in forest reserves, like Chiranos mining, like Newmont. The law doesn't permit small-scale mining. I've heard this multiple times. Ban small-scale mining in forest reserves. It's already banned. And I've heard even the airline, which was sponsored by EPA, the Ministry of Environment, and so on and so forth. That, whatever legal architecture it is, cannot permit small-scale mining in forest reserves. So that is catered for.
That's the last Minister Samuel Abdullahi Jinapor. Well, reacting to this, the Deputy Secretary General of the Ghana Federation of Labour, Kenneth Kumsin, says the minister's stance shows a lack of understanding on the critical nature of the issue of Galamsey. He was speaking earlier this morning on the City Breakfast Show.
I want him to answer this question. There is nothing draconian compared to the state of our water body. Clearly, we all understand that where we stand today is a state of emergency. Why? Because the Constitution itself provides where there are circumstances which occasion the deprivation of the essentials of life by some individuals, the president must quickly, swiftly activate Article 31. Is the minister saying that he doesn't understand this language? Is he bereft of the content of the Constitution? Does he not understand that these are very dangerous, cataclysmic times? Is he saying that we are not in difficult times? So to describe this as draconian for me is quite unfortunate. And he has to even decide, in fact, the minister must resign for making that statement. He has to resign because clearly it appears that he doesn't really understand the issues and is not fit to occupy that position with that kind of thinking cap.
Well, Kenneth Kumsin reiterated organized labor's decision to ground the system of government if the state fails to heed their calls.
There will be litany of protests, strike, demonstrations that will halt the economy. That's it. Because our life depends. This is our life. This is an essential battle. This is a battle that must determine whether or not we have chosen the path of life or death. And I believe you and I want to live.
You heard Kenneth Kumsin. He is Secretary General of the Ghana Federation of Labour. Well, the Minority Chief Whip in Parliament, Gavins Agbodza, has also urged the government to adopt the approach in fighting drug trafficking and murder to fight galamsey. Gavins Agbodza believes that this will be an effective way to address severe economic and environmental damage caused by illegal mining, which is contaminating water bodies across the country. Now, many have advocated for a temporary ban on small-scale mining to curb the ongoing environmental degradation. The Minority Chief Whip says that a robust crime-fighting approach would yield better results in tackling the issue of galamsey. Let's still stay on this subject, but this time in the Ashanti region, because large acres of land have been excavated in Konongo in the Ashanti region, leaving vast uncovered pits by locals accused of encroaching on the Northern Ashanti Mines concession. Now, despite increasing calls to end illegal mining, environmental degradation persists as some inhabitants continue to infiltrate the concessions. Here's a report by Citi News' Ashanti regional correspondent Hafiz Tijani.
Underground mining has long been a common practice in the Konongo-Odumasi area. However, the recent surge in illegal mining has led to the pollution of nearby water bodies, raising public concerns about the long-term impact on the environment. The area has witnessed several security challenges, with ongoing confrontations between local residents and workers of the mining company over encroachments. In a recent incident, 2 company employees reportedly sustained injuries during a confrontation near the company's offices. The Municipal Security Council has heightened security measures in the area to prevent further disturbances linked to mining activities. The mining company has expressed deep concern over the environmental damage caused by illegal miners and is worried about the difficulties of reclaiming the destroyed land.
These illegal miners are trying to transport good ore worth of over $10 billion away. And when our task force is being in place to stop them for conveying all these loads, sometimes these people will come along with arms, guns, shooting with cutlasses, machetes, and others just to control us, to take their ores away. But yet still, the illegal activities is just going on. So now, if you can see, a lot of things going on around our area, as considering all this big pits over here, is being created by these illegal miners.
Some miners claim they have obtained permits from the Minerals Commission to operate within the concession. However, there are growing concerns among company workers about potential future disturbances if security agencies fail to enforce stricter measures.
As we are here, we the miners and the people in this community, we are even in danger. For instance, the type of arms, the type of pets, the type of mosquito breeds around, it's even hurting us. So as we speak now, we are still on board with our hierarchies to control this mining activity.
The company is calling on the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources and other relevant agencies to intervene and protect lives, property, and the environment. There are intensified calls for authorities to end the distraction to the environment. Hafiz Tijani, Konongo, Ashanti region.
Well, there appears to be bigger impact of the galamsey on the economy because the Chartered Institute of Taxation Ghana is also concerned about the revenue losses the government is suffering due to tax evasion from illegal mining operators. This concern comes amid several calls on the government to properly regulate the mining industry to curb activities of illegal mining and its accompanying environmental impact. Now, the Chartered Institute of Taxation joins several other professional bodies which are demanding an action from the state and all relevant stakeholders to tackle the menace. Speaking to Citi News, a tax analyst, Francis Timoboy, said the state should begin paying attention to the financial losses of galamsey on the economy.
I believe that galamseyers or those operating, because they operate illegally, they go away without paying the necessary taxes. You remember, under the mining law, if you operate a mining concession, you are supposed to pay some taxes to the government. And no one can deny the fact that if you look at the way they are destroying and digging around, they are not getting anything. They are making a lot of money. So we are calling on the government that don't look at it only from the environmental perspective. However, because they are operating in this shadow business, they are causing so much revenue loss to the government, because if they had been regulated properly, government would have made a lot of money from those operators. Remember, the mining operations in Ghana, their tax rate is 35%. So apart from the royalties that they are supposed to pay to government, a tax rate of 35%, and these people are just doing the business. Nobody is going after them. So we are saying that, look, the illegality of the operations does not exempt them from taxes. Go after those people, and by going after those people, and even if you arrest them, make sure you assess them to tax because they have earned some money.
Francis Timoboy is calling on International Monetary Fund and the World Bank to also intervene in the current situation to help Ghana commit to proper mining regulations to tackle the galamsey menace.
The IMF is being this is I think it's not just a national issue. IMF, we are aware that they are behind most of these tax policies and reforms that we are seeing in our budget. So if there is a serious tax evasion emanating from the mining and the illegal operators, why can't IMF consider some of these things when they are doing their negotiations with government? For example, you can even say that, look, there is a serious tax leakage in your mining operations. Go and address them before we may even release the next tranche to you. These are measures that we believe that both IMF and World Bank must come to the aid of Ghana to fight this illegality.
You heard Francis Timobo. He is a tax analyst. Let's stay on issues of the economy. And despite a significant raise in the producer price of cocoa, local farmers say the recent adjustment is still woefully inadequate and will not curb the smuggling of the cash crop. Government on Wednesday announced a 129.36% increase in the producer price of cocoa for the 2024-2025 crop season, raising it from 20,928 Ghana cedis per ton to the opening of the 2023-2024 season to 48,000 Ghana cedis per ton, or 1,308 Ghana cedis per 64 kilogram bag, or to 3,000 Ghana cedis rather. Now, speaking to Citi News, the president of the Macron Cocoa Farmers Association, Francis Taylor, says local farmers are not satisfied with this new price.
If per ton is 29,000 and you have increased it to 40,000, which is the difference is around 11,000, can that 11,000 be converted into 129%? This is a totally deception. And the minister was relating it to last year's price. That's at 1,308. So it's not up to the current price that we are selling. And even when they brought this price, 2070, we, the civil society, questioned them that this price would create a problem for the country simply because the price on the world market is very high are giving farmers, and it will encourage smuggling. And this is exactly what happened. Yes, it's still not going to stop the smuggling. It will still, because the CEO of Cocoa Board is aware that the smuggling will continue. That is why he's saying that he's setting aside some money to give it to soldiers to go and guard the borders to be able to stop this smuggling. I was on my platform right now, and if I show you the messages on the platform, farmers are not happy at all, and we are organizing ourselves.
You have Francis Tenor. He's the president of the Macron Cocoa Farmers Association. This is a Citi Prime News. When we return, aggrieved customers of Men's Gold petition President Akufo-Addo over their locked-up funds 6 years since the closure of Men's Gold. We have details of that and other stories coming up shortly. Please stay.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connects you to the newsmakers.
Get ready for the ultimate battle of business minds at the Citi Business Olympics 2024. Join us for a day of intense competition, team building and networking as companies go head to head in various challenges to prove your skills and expertise. From traditional sports like seven-a-side football, basketball, sack race and volleyball to unique challenges like tug of war and arm wrestling, there's no shortage of excitement and adrenaline pumping action. Don't miss out on this exciting event that will test your business acumen and athletic skills on the field. Date: Saturday, 28th September 2024. Venue: Eden Heights Sports Complex, Wager. Time: 8 a.m. Call 0558-973-973 for details on how you can participate and showcase your company's talents at the Citi Business Olympics 2024. Get ready to compete, collaborate, and conquer. The Citi Business Olympics 2024 is powered by Channel 1 TV with support from 97.3 Citi FM and proudly sponsored by Beaver Beverages, Blue Jeans Energy Drink, Bethel Logistics, experts in shipping logistics, and Losati Lozenges from Unicom Chemist Limited.
Channel 363. On GoTV, we're on Channel 117. And on HD Plus, get us on Channel 108. On a digital TV, run a new search. But take note that without an antenna, you cannot access Channel 1 TV. Channel 1 TV can be accessed on any free-to-air digital box, like the DSTV and HD Plus boxes. Channel 1 TV. Telling your story, empowering change.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Updates you on all the running stories and connects you to the newsmakers.
Yeah, welcome back. Let's bring you some other stories. The coalition of aggrieved customers of Men's Gold has petitioned President Akufo-Addo to give them financial bailout and commission a receiver to oversee payment of all affected customers. On September 12, 2018, the Securities and Exchange Commission directed Men's Gold to shut down for contravening the Securities Industries Act. Now, 6 years on, customers of the gold dealership firm lament the adverse impact on them, including the alleged death of 226 customers, 5 of whom they say committed suicide. Now, the group this morning presented 2 separate petitions to President Akufo-Addo and the Vice President demanding action.
Enable us take a decisive decision to participate in the upcoming general elections. It's very important, but the reason why I'm going to vote, or we are going to vote, is that we are going to elect someone who will be caring for us, whose objective will be the welfare of the citizenry. And Men's Gold customers are part of it. For the 6 years experience that we have had, we want to give our destiny to someone who will demonstrate care. It is the more reason why we want to test it now with this call. This is the second time we are making this passionate appeal. In 2020, a similar 2 billion Ghana cedis was announced and given to Security and Exchange Commission. We went there with a letter demanding our share. We were denied by SEC, the very institution that shattered, that collapsed Men's Gold. this time, we don't want the same episode to happen again. We will take a decisive decision as to how we shall approach the 2024 elections. It's going to be a decisive decision according to that's the mandate the customers have given.
Fred Forson is convener for the Coalition of Aggrieved Customers of Men's Gold. Let's move on now to politics. And the Association of Assembly Members has backed calls for a forensic audit of the Electoral Register. This demand comes after the Electoral Commission's refused to conduct an audit as requested by the National Democratic Congress following several irregularities identified during the recent voter exhibition exercise. Now, speaking at a press conference, the convener of the association, Musa Ziyad, issued a strong warning vowing to resist any attempt by the government to allegedly manipulate the Electoral Commission.
Let it be clear and unequivocal warning to the Electoral Commission and the ruling government. Any attempt by the Commission or any security apparatus to skew the outcome of the elections will be met with fierce resistance and opposition. The will of the people of Ghana cannot be suppressed by intimidation or manipulation. We will defend our democracy with every lawful means at our disposal. We will defend our democracy with every lawful means at our disposal. We will join hands with all well-meaning Ghanaians on the clarion call for a forensic audit of the Electoral Register. We believe this will clear all doubts and restore public confidence back in the Electoral Commission. To the people of Ghana, we as Assembly members, we call on you to remain vigilant and be steadfast in your commitment to the free and fair elections in 2024.
That's the convener for the Association of Assembly Members, Musa Ziyad. But still on the issue about irregularities in the voters' roll, the Okaikwe South parliamentary candidate for the National Democratic Congress has accused the EC of allegedly importing over 1,000 illegal names onto the voters' roll in the constituency ahead of the crucial December elections. Ernest Adomaku made these allegations after filing his nomination forms at the EC's office in Kaneshie. According to the NDC candidate, letters have been sent to the EC twice regarding the matter, but no feedback has been received.
We are sending signal and warning to the Electoral Commission that we want free and fair elections. They have transferred some illegal names into the voter register. We have written about 2 letters to them, which they have not responded to any of the letters. Now that we have finished filing, we are telling them that we are waiting for the response, the letter that we have written to them. If they don't write back to us, we are going to advise ourselves. And then whatever we need to do, we will take legal action, legal means to make sure that they take all those names out of our register.
That was the parliamentary candidate of the opposition NDC in the Okaikwe South constituency, Ernest Adomaku. We go to Wale Wale now, and supporters of the Member of Parliament there, Hajia Alariba Zurera, have pledged to ensure victory for the New Patriotic Party in the constituency. The supporters say they stand by the decision taken by the Member of Parliament to withdraw from the race and in support of her contender, Dr. Mahama Kabiru. Here are some supporters sharing their thoughts on the MP's resignation from the December elections.
Far as our mother has come out, a woman of integrity, and far as she has come out and take that bold decision from withdrawing the contest, we are happy with it. Even though yesterday it saddens my heart when we see some women coming inside and be crying as if we had a funeral, and that wasn't it, because they have looked back on what the woman has worked. Even if you look at the history of the constituency, no MP, both NDC and MP, no MP has worked like the woman. She's a woman, but she has worked like a man.
Victory 2024 is assured because our mother herself stated categorically that she's withdrawing out of the race for peace, unity, and victory in December 7th. And that is what we are all following. We have been supporting her from day one. And whatever decision that she takes, we are going to follow it. We know that the victory of the party is in the heart of the mother, Hajia Larba, and it's also in the heart of the flag bearer of the Republic of Ghana. And we are ready to work with anyone for victory to be ours in December 7th.
So those were some supporters of the Member of Parliament for Wale Wale Lariba Zurera Abudu speaking there. Let's stay with the NPP because his parliamentary candidate for Lejokuku and Minister of Health, Dr. Bernard Okoboy, says voting for John Mahama will mean going back to the days of cancellation of nursing trainee allowances. He made this comment when Dr. Bawumia campaign in his constituency also made a stop at the Lekma Nursing Training College. Addressing the students, Dr. Bernard Okoboy urged the students to vote for Dr. Bawumia, who will upgrade their welfare as students and health workers in the future.
When the other man was there, he said posting is not easy. But under this MPP government, just recently, 15,000 nurses have been granted clearance. Hello? Okay, the other man says that he wants to reset Ghana. Do you have your phones here? When you do reset, would you still have anything on your phone? Everything goes back to zero. Now, reset means Alawa will be cancelled. Reset means if you're a nurse, you might end up working somewhere else. Now, if you upgrade your phone, you can only add better things to the phone. Is that also? Dr. Bawumia is for upgrade. The other one is for reset. Which one are we choosing? Reset or upgrade? Reset or upgrade? Reset or upgrade?
That's the MPP's parliamentary candidate for Lejokuku and Minister of Health, Dr. Bernard Okoboy. Meanwhile, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia says his promise of removing the import duties on vehicles for nurses and the credit scoring system will improve the welfare of nurses.
The car import duty waiver for nurses. You remember that? Yes, I'm bringing it back for all nurses. The car import duty waiver is coming back for all nurses, as well as looking at ways to improve conditions for people who are posted in the rural areas. If you look at the cost of living in the advanced countries and all of that, it generally, even though it's high for everybody, but they tend to be more manageable than us in Ghana and in Africa. The reason why their living tends to be more manageable than our living is that they operate what is called a credit system. A credit system means you can buy things on credit. If it's a TV you're looking for, you buy it and you pay small, small, small. If it's a car, you buy it, then you pay small, small, small.
That's the MPP flag bearer, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. Now, 7 more presidential hopefuls are expected to file their nomination with the Electoral Commission to contest the polls in December. The 7 include Nana Frimpong Sapon Kumankuma of the CPP, Ghana Freedom Party's Ekuadonko, and Janet Nabla of the People's National Party. The others are Nana Stevens, Mohammed Abdullah, Sam Ankara, and Asise Tom, all independent candidates. So far, 11 candidates, including Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia of the NPP and John Dramani Mahama, beg your pardon, of the NDC, have filed their nominations. The rest of the 33 presidential hopefuls who picked nomination forms have by close of September 13 tomorrow, when the Electoral Commission closes the filing process, to file their papers. Now let's do some other stories now, because Citi News sources at the Scholarship Secretariat have disclosed that the Secretariat is yet to receive monies promised by the Ministry of Finance. This delay has led to Ghanaian students in the United Kingdom facing deportation due to the government's failure to release monies for the payment of their tuition fees. Some affected students have already been denied access to the academic portals and have until November 9 to leave the UK. The Scholarship Secretariat, according to Citi News sources, is awaiting the funds for immediate disbursement to resolve the situation. That's our package for today's edition of the Citi Prime News, which has been live from our studio in Adabraka, Accra. For more stories, please log on to citinewsroom.com. My name is Ajua Tenkramadumna. Thank you for your company. Good afternoon.
Citi News, we speak first. Reach our hotline on 0302 224959 and get interactive on Facebook, Citi 97.3 FM, and on Twitter at Citi 973.